to get down to the nuts and bolts of it. Talk about how InterVision got involved, and then how did the teams work together to kind of go solve this?
Well, I'm going to say that InterVision was our winning ticket. It was really the best call we made. InterVision was new to TaskUs, but I have already had a history with them. I've tapped InterVision services on the infrastructure side, the networking side, and the security side mainly in my past experiences, working with InterVision. I never really thought of cloud, when I thought of InterVision, because, most of my experience, working with them was mainly around network security and infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Jamie, the quality of the work that you guys provided to me, not just at TaskUs, but in my previous employments, was really second to none. And the truth has to be told, right? So InterVision always left an impression no other vendor in the industry was able to do. They are true professionals. Entering a project with InterVision, the goal was always satisfying their client. That's the only thing they had on their mind, and they would flex. They would give you pretty much anything, that you would need to be successful. And they always went above and beyond. At the end of any project, not only they get the work done, but they also make sure they hone my team to be experts on the job. They sit down with my people. I mean, they just don't say, and I walk in, get the job done and walk away from it. They literally sit down and they work with you. They show you what they do. Every step of the way was documented, videos, documentations, to the point where, my team felt that they have a partner that they can count on, a partner that they can trust, and they can learn from as they go. So whenever I think of networking or security vendor, InterVision is always at the top of my list. It has become effortless on my part to pitch them to my team, because their credentials and the successes are more than enough, right? And they always earned not only my respect, but also, my team's respect and my peers and my colleagues' respect. When I joined TaskUs, we needed a networking vendor. Here we go again, right? We needed a networking vendor to support us on major initiatives, major challenges that we were having. Obviously, they were the first to come to mind for me. They quickly got on board and finished the job. As always, they left my team with an impression that was second to none. And I'm going to use the word again, the truth has to be told, right? The project involved sending our teammates to work from home, so this is the call that I got. I got that call from our CEO saying that we need to make sure that our teammates, when they get home, they have a way to get back online. And that was a prompt call made by our CEO, Bryce Mirak. The goal was to make sure TaskUs teammates were safe at home with their families during the pandemic. He trusted that we, especially the IT team, will be able to figure out the logistics and the rest. I think a lot of you been in positions as such, and a lot of you can also claim that a request as such is a very tall order. Prior to that decision, luckily, we kind of felt something maybe happening based on what we saw going on with the disease itself. And so my team and I were planning VPN connectivity to teammates in anticipation of work from home setup. I was in the Philippines at that time. I was in a meeting with my team, and we were just talking through this very casually. And we said, you know what, 100% of our workforce is working from the office. What if? Let's take a look at our VPN and make sure that it's functional. It can scale, it can work for us. We were able to provide, our teammates with VPN access, but that was not enough. We needed to plan for additional VPN capacity, and some of our clients, we were hearing that they're demanding VDI. So I mean, in an environment like ours, we're very distributed, and our firewalls are in every building. And you just don't know if you really have enough capacity, because things do change, when you work from home, and you may need more people, and things there may be more demand. So we weren't sure if what we had would be good enough to keep us going and allow us to grow. And since we are a cloud-first company, our attention was fixed on cloud VPN, like the Palo Alto Prisma Access. And since we are in the AWS cloud, we thought to use, like I said earlier, AWS WorkSpaces. But Jamie, we had no expertise. We had good thoughts, right? We're in AWS. VPN cloud is great, but and VDI is great, but how do we get this stuff mobilized? And we are working against the clock.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was your biggest challenge, right? You had days to do this.
Yeah, it was just kind of I know what I want, but how do I get there, and how can I help myself? I knew for sure that I needed to call InterVision for the infrastructure piece, right? We knew that they are the best when it comes to firewalls and networking and security, and the Palo Alto VPN to them would be second nature. So I knew I would be in good hands there. I made that call, and I said, "Hey guys, this is what I need. I really need some help, and we are running against the clock. I am looking for that company that can help me, and we need to start today. I can't start tomorrow. So whatever we need to do, let's see how we can make this work, make this happen." And the conversation just dragged a little bit, and I mentioned the word VDI, I mentioned the word AWS, and of course, my favorite account manager at InterVision said, "Sam, I thought I mentioned this to you in the past. We are an AWS shop. We're a premier partner. We do it best. You should really, consider us for the rest of the stuff that you're trying to accomplish." And I tell you, you can't imagine my relief, when I knew that InterVision can help me in both. It would be an easy conversation to work with a company, a single company, to talk about firewalls, to talk about networking, and to talk about enabling services, because they all have to talk to each other. You don't want to be that middleman, trying to coordinate with multi-trades, to make things work. If InterVision could do this for you, and they could do it really well, and my past experiences proved that they can deliver if they said they would, I signed up. Yeah, I tell you, Jamie, if I were to kind of just share one more thing about that experience, we signed up. It was, like I said, we were working against the clock. Our teammates are home. We want to get them online really quick. I don't think you would, and you just imagine the stress, right? You can't imagine the stress that, myself and my peers, had, thinking not only about, I wasn't thinking about my job or worried about my job. I was worried about the 20,000 jobs out there and how we can get everybody back online really, really quickly. And, working with the InterVision team, it almost felt like just a walk in the park for us. We work 24 hours a day, and we work 24 hours a day for 4 days. We would send, each other back and forth to get an hour rest or 2 hours rest, and keep going. We had no stress. We were tired a little bit, but we had zero stress. Everything was just moving forward. Every status update I gave was, we're on target to get this thing done on time. We're on target to get this thing done on time. And we got it done. And I think we got it done ahead of schedule. So that was phenomenal for me, right? So definitely appreciate all the help you guys gave us.